Hi guys and welcome back. It's Dr. Saru kama kawaida, and I know you guys thought I'd just let it slide. We know April is a lot of things awareness month, but one thing that you know I'm very passionate about is cesarean moms, and I would never let that month just slide bila mimi kusema chochote kuhusu mambo na cesarean section. Unaweza kujiuliza kwa mfano, why am I so invested in CS mothers, or why am I so invested in cesarean mothers and wanting to educate all the time? One of the major reasons is because I personally was a CS mom, for those who don't know, and it was a very scary moment considering I'm a doctor, knowing all the complications that come with the procedure, knowing the outcomes, not even on myself, but also for my child. And I know for a fact that it is a life-saving procedure when it is needed. And there's so many indications, but I've done so many videos over the past 7 years about the same thing. But I realized today that one thing I have never done, which I'd like to talk about today, is what are the don'ts and what are the do's when you just fresh from CS. I reckon some people think it's a simple procedure. Oh, ni kukatwa tu, ni mtoto kutolewa, ni kuzaa tu, lakini how realize how deep it is actually, and the importance of us having to take care of our mothers during this period, and them asking for help, and we actually being available to give the help. And what are the things that our mothers should be aware that they can do or they can't do. Another reason as to why I'm also passionate about CS is because I run a group of about almost 170,000 women who majority have undergone CS or are about to undergo CS because they've already been booked for elective CS, and they're constantly looking for this new information, like what to do. And there's still so much misinformation, regardless of the fact that there are people like myself and other doctors who have been trying to educate masses on the same thing. So I thought, I've been seeing these questions: when should I shower? When can I have sex? Post-CS and all those. And today I would like to address some of those issues. And in case you have more concerns that you'd like me to address about CS, don't wait until April, which is the month of cesarean section awareness, iishe. Anata kama ikiisha, for example, because maybe you end up seeing this video in May or June or even in December, but you have a concern, please do comment down below and I'll be sure to answer you and give you correct information. Because just so you know, for those people who don't know, my name is Dr. Saru Pendo, and I'm not just doctor because I like calling myself doctor, but because I'm actually a medical doctor, and I have vast information. And I've personally, even despite the fact that mimi mwenyewe nimefanywa CS, mimi mwenyewe nimefanya CS kadhaa before I decided that is not my line of work anymore. So let's just get into it. And to ask, I would like to start with the do's. Some of the things that people are so scared about telling or talking about is, what am I supposed to do? Or what can I do when I'm a CS mother? What can't I do? But let's start with the do's, and yeah, let's just jump into it right away. Sex after CS. Yes, you can have sex after CS and it can be enjoyable too, but we recommend you actually try having it after 6 weeks post-delivery. And this goes for all deliveries, even if you had a vertex delivery or vaginal delivery, as other people consider it normal delivery. 6 weeks is the standard amount of time. But of course, for CS mothers, they want to know if they could engage it earlier. We like to recommend after 6 weeks, but again, it depends on how is your wound healing. How are you feeling physically? You know, sex is not just about having to do the act, it's also about the emotional and the mental aspect of it. So if you think at 6 weeks you're still not ready, maybe because your wound has not healed well, because you had some complications post-op, kindly just give yourself some grace and some time, and you can definitely engage it in after, as long as you feel comfortable and even your spouse is comfortable with the same amount. But more so you, the lady who's just had a CS, when you're feeling comfortable to do it, then that's the time you do it. The other thing that I think it's very important that I should mention, what should you do, or what are part of the do's? For me, number 2 is very important. Take time to sit and bond with your baby. Sometimes I reckon you could be in a lot of pain. I'll give you my personal experience. Mine was an emergency CS. It happened around 9 p.m. in the night. At that time, I was just with my two siblings who are younger than me, but of course they're adults and they just male, or shouldn't I say just? They're male, or rather they're my brothers. And my mom was supposed to be traveling, coming over to assist, and so was my spouse too. So at that point, I could say just alone. I said lots of Hail Marys because I really get comfort in those. And immediately I came from theater. Because of one reason or another, I stayed a bit long. It was about 11:30, and I didn't want to get my baby to be at the bassinet because I know the importance of starting to bond with your baby immediately as possible. And I tried to put him to breast despite the fact that I was in so much pain. I was still pumped with medication, so I was quite drowsy. But I just kept on trying to remind myself, as a medical doctor then, I already knew I want to bond with my baby as much as possible. I want to start putting on the breast so that this baby can help me have the letdown to get my milk early so that both of us don't happen to suffer. So saying, I understand it could be so painful that you don't even want to be in contact with that baby at that point, or maybe the drugs. But of course, do not put a lot of pressure on yourself. But the earliest you can do it, the better. Those are some of the do's. Don't wait until, or it is somebody's telling you, wait, heal Kwanzaa will just be feeding the baby on your behalf. No, even you putting the baby to breast, you start bonding with the baby, it helps you even get milk. And it will be good both for you and the baby if you can start to get milk mapema. Haha. Number 3. Number 3 is very funny. Why I'm laughing is because I saw somebody commenting that the first time they took a shower after CS was maybe 6 months post. They'd been doing tampons or sponge bathing for like 6 months. We needed that silence because I was shocked. The same way you just said my expression. I was trying to think, with all the law care, with all the discharges that are coming out, some people even happen to get their menses back immediately during that time, like maybe after 6 weeks or so, and you have been sponge bathing. How about the baby then? If you've been taking like this while to take a bath, unless there's a specific reason that your doctor has told you not to bathe. Most of the times nowadays, if we're discharging somebody home, you don't go home with an actual bandage. There's that spray which is waterproof, which is also a dressing in its own way. Actually, it's a dressing, not in its own way, it's a dressing, and it's waterproof. So you can actually start bathing immediately when your doctor gives you that go ahead. And especially after discharge, when you have that spray on, I think I started taking a shower when I was still in the hospital, because after day 2, I think it was 48 post, when they opened and they saw my wound was healing quite well, they just sprayed the dressing and I was given a go ahead to start taking a bath. So 48 hours post delivery, I was taking a full body bath. And I tell you something, those full body baths, especially when they're warm, they're so refreshing and they help you feel like you're getting your body back together. You know, it's like when you're creating this human person inside you, everything feels like it's all squished up and squashed, and you're not feeling like yourself. And those baths actually make you feel like, whew, Saru is back now. What should we do? Maybe I should even oil myself, apply a little lip gloss a bit, and just, my baby should see me happy and clean and nice, not necessarily having to wait for 6 months or even 6 weeks before you take a bath. So dear ladies, whenever you have a worry on when you should take a bath before you are discharged from the hospital, kindly ask the doctor who normally sees you on a daily basis, the one who was almost responsible for your operation, because most of the time you'll find that is the one who normally does the rounds. And if you're in a public setting or public hospital, it might not be the same one who did the operation, but definitely whoever is coming to do the rounds can check on your file and will tell you, depending on that, if there's anything that you should be looking out for, or if you shouldn't be able to take a shower. Of course, there's some complications like wound dehiscence, where your wound has separated, or where you are cut and sewed or sutured, that's the correct scientific word, has opened up. Your wound has opened her up. And so that might cause for you to literally not be able to wash your whole body now. Because so unless it's because of wound dehiscence or any other issues that your doctor might have discussed with you, then please bathe, or ask if you can bathe. Instead of this behavior, people are developing other things, and you could have actually avoided it if you were taking a shower. And how do you even breastfeed when you've not taken a bath? By just sponge bathing yourself. Please, let's not do that. Another thing, that is number 4, rest when needed. I know the mom guilt is an actual thing, and sometimes you're thinking, am I doing enough? Have I just pumped? Did I pump? Did I store the milk? Is this baby hungry? Should I? And this goes for all mothers, not necessarily CS mothers, but because today we are talking about CS mothers, take that rest. You need it. You've deserved it. You have been taking care of a baby inside you, and now that they're here outside, you're doing a good job, and we are all here rooting for you. So take that rest. You do need it. Number 5. Again, I saw somebody saying, actually, I don't know if it was a meme or just a picture of somebody saying 6 hours post-delivery CS, and they're expecting you to actually be taking walks. I know it sounds almost inhumane to tell you to take walks, but those walks are very vital for your own survival. If you keep to the bed too much, and you have to, and you're just from a major surgery like that, you could actually develop some of the complications like DVT. That's a clot in one of your vessels, your veins. Mara nyingi ni hizo za mguu. You start swelling up your leg, and now you don't want to be dealing with medication, and it's not easy. And the final thing on the to-do list, please put a pillow over the incision if you have to cough, sneeze, or laugh really hard, because sometimes it can be painful, and people have complained about how painful it is to even laugh or sneeze when you're just from theater. So you can put a pillow just below gently, assuming this is the incision. I'm assuming because I know you can see below, and then you just hold it to you as you as you cough. It helps to ease up the pressure, and you don't feel so much pain. I'm happy that you've been able to interact with this video on how, and I already know how you guys are going to be asking so many questions. I can already see them. But so the don'ts are quite simple, and we're going to run them quite fast. And we started with sex with the do's. The don't is no sex before 6 weeks. Regardless what your partner tells you, regardless what you think you're feeling about yourself, please, 6 weeks is the bare minimum before you can start doing all those activities, okay? Number 2, no heavy lifting. Please let those incisions heal. Remember, your abdomen was cut, your recti muscles were separated, your uterus was cut in layers, so please, and it was also sutured in layers, so let all those things get together. And I think recent research says at least about the 6th month is when you completely heal, but again, healing is individual, and healing is not linear, so it could be like this. So please wait until you heal completely before you start lifting heavy items. Number 3, ask for help. Do not forget to ask for help. Please, I know it's supposed to be like a do, but it's a don't to fail asking for help. I think most of women think that they have this savior mentality. They have to get everything done by themselves. No, you don't have to do that, sis. There are people to help you. Your husband or your spouse is there to help you. Your partner is there to help you. Your mom should be there to help you. Even the other older kids are supposed to be helping. For those people who live in a storied building, it is advisable to avoid using the stairs. The going up and down does not really help with the healing, and this is immediately post-CS. Those are the don'ts post-CS. Number 5, that mommy pooch or pouch or whatever it is you call it, the hanging tummy, is going to go away after the fact. Right now, concentrate on healing. Stop with the crash diets. You need nutrition for your baby and for yourself to heal. So achana crash diet, achana na kusema now you want to start fasting and doing stuff like that. It will come a point where you'll be able to do that, but you now currently need nutrition so that it can help you to do what? Heal, babes. So I hope this was quite informative. I think I went deep into the do's because and that's what we want to know, what more to do than what not to do. So again, if this has been helpful to you, be sure to share it with another CS babe or any other lady who you think might find this helpful. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel at Dr. Saru Pendo TV, and be sure to follow up for more cute videos and very informative. Until next time, which it's yours truly, Dr. Saru Pendo. Love and love.